we won't be able to talk, so I might as well go now. Right? I don't believe you. Oh, well, okay.
So are you surprised? The movies, The Naked Guns and the Airplanes, was it 25 years ago the first one came out, I think, Airplane or something?
1982.
Yeah.
Was the first one.
Yeah, wow.
Naked Gun. Airplane came out in 1980.
Yeah, that's amazing. And then they still come up to you, the fans. I don't think that happens all the time when you walk in a restaurant, but they come up and say things to you like, you're the man, or they give you lines, right?
They say, don't call me Shirley
all
the time.
Yeah.
And then there's always somebody who's going to say, nice beaver.
Wow, wait, whoa.
But a lot of times they forget the second line after that, you know. Like I say, nice beaver.
Yeah.
And Jane says to me, oh, thank you, I just had it stuffed this morning.
Yeah.
It was in the script. I had nothing to do with it.
It sounds like you've watched the movie more than I have. Dude,
I do. I watched it. When I first saw Airplane, I couldn't believe that I was in it because it was so much fun.
Joke after joke. The percentage of jokes in that, it's just amazing. It's dizzying.
Yeah.
It's like our Act One. I'm sorry I brought that up. Emerson Fittipaldi! I'm sorry. Now...
Wait, speak up. I'm wearing hearing aids.
Yeah. So, you're from Canada.
Yeah.
And what part of Canada?
I'm from everywhere in Canada, but in the early days, I was from the north.
Right.
Way up close to the Arctic Circle.
And does that have a name, or is it just the
called
north?
Fort Norman.
Fort Norman.
But it has an Eskimo name now, and I don't recall what it is. I don't know what it is. It was named long after we had left.
So we
had to come out of the north to go to
You
school.
don't come back. You didn't go back once you became famous.
Not to Fort Norman.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a little cold up there.
Yeah. And what's the town that has 15 people in it that you're from?
Well, there are many towns like that.
Is that right?
One of them was Fort Norman.
Wow.
It was a Hudson's Bay Company trading post. It wasn't a village or a town or a hamlet or anything like that. But there's another place that I went to school called Thorhill, which is north of Edmonton, but there were 75 people.
Oh, wow.
A metropolis.
So you're used to these. You're used to these small towns. Did you find that boring, or was it exciting?
I mean, I was going around in small towns. First of all, you had a kind of a gumbo road, a dirt road.
Yeah.
If you got out there in the rain and so on, and you never had rubbers over shoes.
Yeah.
You just had rubbers over your feet.
Wow.
And you had a couple of inner soles in there, and that's how you went through winter too. But if you
Why didn't you have shoes? You couldn't afford them, or what?
No, they were warmer in wintertime to have no shoes.
Oh, I see.
You had plain shoes. They get cold. That's
Yeah.
made out of leather.
Right. And then later, was it in Canada you became a DJ, a disc jockey?
Yeah.
How old were you?
Yeah.
How old were you then?
Well, it's a little personal.
Okay.
Some things I got to keep to myself, you know.
You were a teenager starting out, or was you...
No. I was after the war had finished, 1945. I became a radio announcer. I went in and auditioned, and I got the job. How I did it, I'll never know.
Were you an instant hit? Did people like you?
You never knew.
Yeah.
And you never cared.
Well, why is that?
Well, it never occurred to you that people weren't liking you, and you're better off if you never asked.
Yeah, that's
smart.
smart.
They're liable to tell you.
Yeah. So how long did you do DJing?
For about 5 months, 6 months.
5 months, yeah.
And then I went east to Toronto, and I was able to get into Lorne Green's Academy of Radio Arts.
Oh, wow.
And Lorne Green taught the announcing class in this academy that he opened. He's a wonderful man.
When did your specialty is the deadpan delivery. Did you develop that while you were doing? I actually want to see you. We have lines here, ladies and gentlemen. What is it? Okay. We have lines. Into this camera, can you read some of these lines with the deadpan delivery?
Yeah.
Let's see. I want you to pull out your glasses.
Just a minute.
Take your time.
I don't do police work too well anymore, you know. It's one of those things.
Look at those. Tell me I think that's a good one to start with. I don't know.
I think musically, Britney Spears is probably better than Mozart. Probably better than Beethoven and Bach and the rest of them. And probably better than Mel Brooks could be. Yeah.
Let me see what y'all... Wait. Wait, this is a good one.
Take your pick. Yeah.
That's a good one.
The minute you get married, you never look at another woman, especially young, nubile women. You completely lose interest. Are you out of your mind?
Deadpan delivery. We like that.
Oh, we're going deadpan.
Yeah. That's your specialty. This is the good one right there.
At the very end. Craig, appearing on your show has been the highlight of my career.
Exactly, ladies and gentlemen. See?
It's the second best highlight that I've ever had.
The second best?
Second best highlight I've ever had.
What would be the first?
Don't know.
Yeah, see?
I'm an optimist.
You make me feel smart. That's funny. You're funny. Stay with us. 5 questions when we come back with Leslie Nielson.
Yeah, boy.
Now, I don't get this.
What's
We're
that? Pirates
in Vegas at the Luxor Casino.
Yeah.
What is 4D? I know what 3D is, but what is 4D?
What is 3D?
It's 3D, and then what?
40. It goes from 40 to 80. 40 to 80 it goes.
Really?
Yeah.
What does that mean?
I see. You know, you have water in the pirate movie, and you have wind. Yeah. So a lot of times you have wind and water, and so you can do that in the studio itself. And you can flick water, and they feel the water, and the wind is no problem at all. You know.
I've heard this from you before.
You have. Why didn't you respond to my letters?
Yeah, and I never get tired of it.
It's true.
I mean, the timing is amazing.
It is?
Yeah. It just...
Are you stunned by it at all?
You
can tell me. I'm a doctor.
I anticipate.
Oh, it doesn't make you a bad person.
What is our producer doing? Are you enjoying? Are you fine?
Ah, another one. Yes.
I was hoping you'd do something there. I was waiting. I wanted to be a team. I wanted to be a team.
Okay.
Thank you.
All right, you're welcome.
Can I touch it? Can I touch it? Can I see it? I want to touch it. I want to see it.
That's a little personal.
I want my mom to know that it's a thing. Okay, Mom. Can I show her what it looks like? See? That's right. I can't do it. I don't know how to do it. I see, you know how to do it. Oh, and so I can't do it. You got to be good. It's a skill.
You're very fast in the seminar.
It's a skill. Yeah. It's time for 5 questions. Here we go. Geography, what's the funniest sounding Canadian province?
Saskatchewan.
Hey! That is correct, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah.
Besides Leslie, name 2 other names that can swing both ways.
2 other who?
Names that can swing both ways.
Well,
boys and girls.
Yeah, I think...
2 other names.
Yeah, but he's not alive today.
Okay.
Sam Sneed. But he's a nice guy.
Yeah.
And I don't want to besmirch him.
Right.
It's not easy to besmirch somebody standing up, you know.
Like Pat? Like Pat?
Pat?
Another name that can be a boy or girl, Pat.
Oh yeah. Well, Leslie goes a boy and a girl.
Yeah, that's...
What? Did you have somebody in
mind?
Model,
match game. Look. Match game, model blank.
Model blank match game.
You know, remember match game? Fill in the blank. What goes there?
Oh, model? What's her name? Tiffany.
Model Tiffany.
You've heard of Tiffany?
Looking for airplane. Model airplane. Oh. These are tough.
Okay.
Especially when you're doing this, it's very difficult to concentrate. Now, number 4, tell an O.J. Simpson story, because you worked with him. Tell me an O.J. Simpson story where he doesn't murder someone.
One time we had to go into an investigation.
Yeah.
So we went out early in the evening.
Finally, I want you to hold these in your hand. Yeah. I want you to read what's on this card.
Here, I put my glasses on. Nice pair of balls.
There it is, ladies and gentlemen.
For a minute, I thought I wouldn't read your writing.
I know, Pirates is at the Luxor Casino in Vegas. Leslie Nielson, we'll be right back.
on